Triyad. If you and your companions will accompany my first officer, she will brief you on... What the?
Captain! Sensors indicated energy wave measuring 63 atomic units!
Where did that come from?
Shields! Turn us into the wave!
Negative inertial control!
Engineering! Engineering! Triyad! Energy! Rock the forward shield! Landing manpower! Look, that's it! Forward ice holding out! Sacrifice anything!
Natural intensity failure! We're losing a thermal breaking up!
Reroute! It's gone!
What happened?
Damage!
Deflectors out. Deck 3 reports some minor damage only. No casualties.
Science station, report! What the blazes happened here?
Insufficient data, sir.
Tactical!
Scanners are clean. One mark on it was there, the next it wasn't.
Where did it come from? Why didn't we see it coming?
There was nothing on tactical until just before it. I had an empty scope, sir.
Just like back on the starbase.
Do you have something to add?
Well, when we were back on the starbase, for just a few moments we were flitted back in time, about a half an hour before the attack. And suddenly we were back.
When were you planning on telling us this?
Please, I do have a lot in my mind. Can't be expected to remember every little detail.
And yet you can recite the Lion King word for word.
I like Simba.
So you think the two events are connected?
Obviously. The question is, what's causing it?
You did mention something about a time ripple.
Did I? Oh, of course. Yes.
Perhaps you wouldn't mind explaining?
Believe me, Captain. If there was an explanation, I'd give it to you. Something has obviously caused a massive disruption in the time stream. The fact that this has happened twice now confirms it. You haven't been engaging in any time experiments, have you?
Zylons, perhaps?
Nothing that I know of. And certainly, I hope that they haven't been either.
No, this isn't some minor effect. Something happened on a massive scale. Sometime. And it doesn't necessarily have to have been in the past either. Since this is a time disruption, the catalyst could be in the future.
Something that's going to happen.
Which causes the ripples, yes. And since you haven't mentioned anything unusual, Captain...
It's safe to assume that whatever has caused this still is yet to occur.
It's never safe to assume. But I would agree with that course of logic. I wonder what Alexei would say to that.
Orders, sir?
This will have to wait. Resume course to the Looking Glass. Warp 5.
Now approaching last known coordinates of Scout Cruiser Looking Glass.
I'll stop.
Helm answering, all stop by.
Communications. Anything?
Negative, sir. All channels open and clear.
Tactical.
Water beam scan reports negative.
Any debris, Mr. Diaz?
No, sir. If she was ill, she left in one piece.
Captain, I'm picking something up on the edge of long-range scan.
Can you identify it?
It's reading like a storm, sir.
Like a storm?
The readings fluctuate like an ion storm, but
But what?
I don't know, sir. I'm reading great mass, and it's moving faster than any storm I've ever seen.
On screen, Lieutenant.
It's filling up the entire scope.
Big storm.
I've never seen a storm like that.
What's its course?
Assuming nothing changes its direction, it will pass through our coordinates.
Should we plot a course around it, sir?
I think we should find out exactly what kind of storm it is, number one. Hold our present position.
Aye, sir.
This is blasted peculiar. Yellow alert.
Energizing defense fields.
Weapons charging.
All deck signal yellow alert.
Mr. Corbett, I want some information, and I want it now.
Sir, I just ran a high-beam scan. It's impossible. It reads to be an almost solid mass, Captain.
An asteroid that big?
Extreme magnification.
On screen.
Enhance image.
Oh my!
Those are ships!
Looks like the entire Zylon fleet.
Didn't think they had that many.
We're locking weapons.
Red alert! Helm, get us out of here!
Too late.
They're everywhere!
Engaging attack pass from Omega.
Belay that! Channel everything to the warp drive! We're not
Decks 5 and 6, Section 12.
Lieutenant! Medics to the bridge! Bridge, engineering. Tom, we need engine power, now! We've lost everything, back up! Tom! Engineering!
Your pulse is offline!
Stand by to jettison long buoy! Maneuvering thrusters, bring us about! If we're going down, we're gonna take a few of them with us!
No change in enemy flight trajectory!
What?
It's as if they're stopping to engage us!
What happened?
Where are they going?
They just blew past us, Captain. Took a few pot shots and went on their way.
I've never seen that before.
As if today weren't bizarre enough already. Secure from general quarters.
Is it over?
Seems so, Tara. You all right?
Just let me get my wits together.
It's almost as if they had something more important to do.
Mr. Diaz, did you get a fix on their heading?
Negative, sir. Most of tactical's offline.
Frack! Sitting ducks out here. I want priority to engineering and tactical. Status!
Hull breach in decks 5 and 6. Engineering transferred to auxiliary. Tactical offline and aft weapons bank destroyed.
Anything else?
Preliminary casualty report, sir.
Give it to me straight.
It got us pretty hard. 1/4 of the crew dead, missing, or wounded.
Do what you can, number one. We need this ship operational.
Aye, sir.
Revelation. Revelation. Turn to revelation.
Captain, Admiral Flint is trying to get through.
Bring him in.
Revelation, this is Admiral Flint. What is your status?
Not good, Admiral. We believe we encountered whatever it was that destroyed the looking glass.
A massive Zylon ship, sir. More than we ever knew existed. They blew right past us.
At ease, Commander. We encountered an armada of Zylon ships of numerous types. Although they did fire upon us, they did not engage us in a fight.
Fascinating. Continue.
Admiral, it seems, as Captain McCormick noted, that they had someplace more important to go to, that we were just in the way.
Do you have any indication of what their destination is?
Negative, sir. Most of our sensors were knocked out in the first few microns. We weren't able to track them.
Based on the information we now have, I believe we can formulate a hypothesis. Using the coordinates of Starbase 124, the last known position of the looking glass, and your current location, we can extrapolate a possible heading of the Zylon fleet. I believe that the Insidious system is our objective.
There's nothing there but a bunch of lifeless planets.
On the contrary, Commander, Insidious 4 is a Class L planet, barren, but capable of sustaining life.
What would they want with that? From what I remember, the Insidious system has no natural resources to speak of.
That is what we must find out. Apparently, the Zylons are very interested in this system. Our fleet, along the front lines, have reported massive withdrawals by the enemy. It is logical to conclude that they have dedicated their entire fleet to this one system. If it is indeed that important to them, then I believe that it is in our best interest to discover why.
Admiral, are you suggesting that we go in ourselves and recon?
That would be suicide.
Commanders! Admiral, our surveys of the Zylon fleet have vastly underestimated their numbers. If they were to attack with even half of the number of ships that we just saw, I doubt Starfleet would last past the first few moments of battle.
Then that would support the conclusion that they have dedicated all their resources to this one system. We must know why it is so important to them. I have ordered the Scorpion to rendezvous with you. When she arrives, you are to proceed to the Insidious system. Find out what the Zylons are doing there and report back.
2 star cruisers?
It would be a lot less noticeable than a large strike fleet. The other star cruisers are busy recapturing territory left unguarded by the retreating enemy, so the Scorpion is the only ship available.
I must admit, I don't like the odds.
There is another option. The Doctor could use his TARDIS to go forward in time and discover what the Zylons will use the system for, and then come back and report to us.
You know I can't do that, Alexei.
Why not? Do you know how many lives you might save? Lives that might be lost if we go in there blind, deaf, and dumb. You can't tell us you're not going to help.
The future must keep its secrets to itself, Captain. You must not alter the future any more than you should the past. Each has its own repercussions.
But the future hasn't happened yet.
To you.
So you know what's going to happen.
No. Nor should I. Which, Alexei, is why I can offer you another choice. I will go to Insidious myself in this time period and try to discover what our little insect friends are up to.
Agreed. Captain, you will render whatever assistance the Doctor requires.
Yes, sir.
Report back upon his return. Starfleet out.
Insidious, huh? Sounds like a great place. Can't wait to get there.
I'd prefer it if you wait here.
What?
I must insist. We'll only be gone for a minute. Won't have time for the grand tour.
But-
I'll take you next time, promise. When there aren't so many out-of-quadrant tourists.
Let me restock my supplies, and I'll meet you at the TARDIS.
Belay that, Commander. You are to remain here.
Captain, I
I will accompany the Doctor. I want you here to support Commander Johnson. You are the only other senior officer here with a lot of combat experience, and I'd feel better with you on the bridge. That is an order.
Yes, sir.
Ready to go, Doctor. Number 1, you have the con.
Aye, sir.
Left behind.
Yeah. He never takes us anywhere.
Your ship should be in here, Doctor.
There you are, old girl. They didn't mistreat you, did they?
This is your ship?
Don't talk about her like that. She might hear you. There. He didn't mean it. Oh, yes, quite right. Come along.
How are we going to fit in there?
You'll see.
Amazing!
What? Just amazing and not impossible.
Well, it's obviously here, isn't it?
Ever enlightened of you, Captain. Thanks for a refreshing change from the usual comments. Illusion, mirrors, some such closed-minded nonsense.
But how?
Transcendental quantum physics.
I know of at least 100 Starfleet scientists who'd sell their souls for 10 centons on this ship.
Nothing's worth that, believe me.
I see you have a transporter pad too, Doctor.
What, that? No, that's just a game Dare and I were playing.
Twister?
Yes, quite fun. Would you like to have a try?
No thank you.
Suit yourself. I'm setting coordinates for the Insidious system. Prepare for dematerialization.
Mr. Triyad, you will take navigation.
Aye, sir.
Are you up to date on the current tactical situation?
I haven't had time to refresh, Commander.
Battle lines have pretty much stabilized around the Spicer border the last couple of years. The tactics haven't changed much, though we have seen a couple of new ships.
Technology?
They've increased their shield capacity somewhat, and they've come up with some new hardware. But they haven't been able to top their command ships yet, thank goodness. Starfleet has equipped us with something new. It's called a quantum torpedo.
I've heard about it.
Don't think it'll replace the old photon torpedoes yet. They're a waste against anything except larger ships, and they shouldn't be used in close-quarter combat.
Shockwave?
For a start. But I think it'll help tip the scales in our favor.
That's what they say every time they come up with something new.
Those blasted Zylons are very persistent.
5 years and nothing seems to have changed.
I'm beginning to think this war is never going to end.
Me neither.
I'm sure we'll be able to land undetected, Doctor.
As long as they haven't developed interdimensional scanners, I should think so. We'll get in all right. Quick wrecking will be back before we left.
Have you found a suitable landing site yet?
I was just looking over the terrain. It seems that...
What the?
Hold on!
What was that?
It looks like we hit another one of those time ripples.
Have we?
And we haven't been displaced temporal-wise. I'd say we were getting close to the source of the effect. Or at least the origin. You were saying?
I was wondering if we had been detected.
No. We're still in transit. As long as the Zylons don't have time technology, they can't reach us here. There. We're almost there.
Not the most hospitable planet.
There seems to be a vast network of interconnecting caves and caverns. Not reading any activity on the surface, so whatever's going on down there must be happening below ground.
Looks like the entire Zylon Empire's here.
Yes, it does look a little crowded. Now that's very interesting.
What?
See this cave system here? Not an insect about.
Should we land there?
It is rather conspicuous by its emptiness, wouldn't you say? I would definitely like to have a look round there, and I prefer to land somewhere else. Too bad the Himinez circuit isn't working.
How about there? It looks like it's being used as some sort of rubbish site.
I do have some dignity.
If you don't mind...
Oh, very well. Come on, old girl. Just pretend we're back at Tartar's Lane.
Tactical back online, Commander.
Finally. Give me a picture of what's out there, Lieutenant.
Scanning. 4 section clear.
course plotted for Insidious.
I've got something on after scan.
Identify.
Long-range scan still inoperative. Switching to telemetry track.
Range, 15 AUs and closing.
Signal indicates supply ship. Zylon.
They're on a direct intercept course.
They're coming for us.
Frack! Battle stations! Helm, get us out of here!
Designating target as supply 1.
Telemetry track picking up 2 additional signals. 3, 4.
Engaging.
Try and see if any of those are escorts!
Impulse engines not responding. Hyperjump engines not responding.
We're dead in space.
Our dilithium crystals have burned out. We've lost all maneuvering power.
Zylon fleet, 9 AUs and closing.
Shipwide! All hands, this is Commander Johnson. Prepare to be boarded.
If only we can drop in on the Zylons like this with an entire brigade.
That capability might make more than a few of your allies a little nervous.
I take your point.
Whoa.
Earthquake?
This is a dead planet.
Time ripple?
You must be very close.
Wish we had at least an idea of what we're supposed to be looking for.
Too bad we just couldn't walk up on one of them and ask, eh?
What the?
Where did you come from?
Captain,
Another time ripple.
I really must be careful what I wish for.
Intruders, prepare to die.